All right, guys, in this video, we're gonna do a agency update. For any of you that didn't hear or watch our video at the beginning of, I think it was February, our goal for this year in 2025 is to add $57.5 thousand dollars per month of new monthly recurring revenue to our agency, and that is just with lead generation only. Real quick, I guess I should say this for anyone that this is your very first video. When we're talking about lead generation or you hear the term rank and rent, the business that we're in, we're talking about our agency is the digital real estate business. We build simple websites, we rent them to local business owners, and they pay us passively every single month. So, what we're trying to do with these videos is once a week, we come on, we talk about what actually happened, our progress, the things that we learned, the things that we, maybe had made mistakes on, give you actual real numbers and things that little tweaks and all kinds of different stuff that way. But we're just gonna, yeah, and it's the good news and the thing that I like about this is it's really holding us accountable because we know that we're way behind on our goals. And so now we've really got to kick it into gear. So that said, I'm joined by Francesca. If you haven't watched any of our videos, Francesca is the one that runs the scene. She is the one that is doing everything at the agency, literally everything, with the exception of like once in a while, I guess once a week we talk. We talk a few times a week, but we talk specifically about the agency on Wednesdays. We brainstorm, we come up with strategies. Obviously where it's both of our best interests. But anyway, she's doing everything. So, Francesca, let's go over the week. As of last week, we were only at $300. She landed a deal the week before. We were at 300 bucks per month out of, imagine we're sitting here going, we're going to get at $57.5 thousand per month, and we're at $300 per month. Because, and again, just some context, we're treating this as if we're starting over. Okay. We have our book of business. We've had these clients for a long time. So we're trying to go from zero to 57.5 thousand in a 1 year period. I guess it's 11 months because we started at the beginning of February. So that said, last week we're at 300. Francesca, tell us about the week. What happened? Give us the good, the bad, the ugly. Let's do a quick little update.
Yeah, so we closed another deal for 800 a month. There's no ads, so I know it may seem like it's not, a crazy amount, but it kind of is because it's all pretty much net profit. The same math we did last time, I remember for the $300 deal. So like the domain charge, Stripe fee. So we're gonna do the same math for this one, and they do add up, especially when you don't have any ads running.
Yeah.
So that's what we did this week.
So we got the $800 a month deal. By the way, when we say we, Francesca was the one that closed it. Tell us a little bit about that deal, or tell everyone a little bit about that deal in terms of like, um, well, and let's start with this. What we've been doing, like to kind of give you guys a little bit of context, we have been going through and we're just like really trying to get scrappy. We're hustling because we're behind, right? We need to be at 10 to be on track. We need to be at $10,000 per month by the end of this month, which means we have like 3 weeks, right? This is week 10 out of 52. We have like 3 weeks. And so, we obviously always have our main strategy, our pre-selling strategy. We always have deals there. We always have sites that we're ranking. But we're also getting very like scrappy. And so what Francesca and I did is like we looked at our sites, and we had a few sites that we used to have rented out or we never rented out, and we're like, hey, why don't we turn these into money, right? So this is one of those, and we've been testing out like some kind of interesting Facebook strategies. What I mean by that is I'm not talking about with ads. With this, I'm talking about like just some strategic posting, reaching out type of stuff. And we used one of these strategies and we were able to get this particular deal done. So let's just talk about it real quick. So it was 800 bucks a month. And what she's obviously saying is that like we have a really high profit margin. I would say it's like a 90% profit margin on that deal. So yes, it's not 1,500 bucks, but we're putting that money in our pocket. Like it's a great deal. So we got this person hooked. We found them doing our Facebook strategy. And then how many leads did you send this person? Let's go over that real quick.
One. And I sent him one and he actually closed it and got the job done, which those are the best ones because obviously you don't have to keep going back and forth. One does the job.
So you sent him one lead and then you immediately just went for the close, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love just and just to clarify, because some people think you need to send five, you just guys, Francesca's good. Sometimes she doesn't even like she's gonna pitch a deal. Is it Monday? She might pitch it. She's either gonna pitch it or just like I think she's gonna pitch it Monday. And we're not even gonna send leads. We're just testing all kinds of stuff. She got one lead sent over and then closed it. But I think you should just really quick share the story of how the irony, because the person that we hooked, that we reached out to, actually wasn't even the business owner. So share that really quick.
The story that will happen. Yeah, I guess he was an employee of the company and they both came in. So I actually closed them two business owners. Like I thought they were both business
Tell
owners.
them too after you're done how you did it, where you because this is somebody that's local to where Francesca is living right or is at right now, which where I have a house. I'm just not there right now, but so let's also talk about like how you had them come in to show the whatever. But anyway, finish the story.
Yeah, and then we'll sign the contract. We're all good there. And then yesterday, he actually told me that the employee showed up at so the lead that I sent that they closed and did the job by himself and ran with the check. So he's fired, but good thing I was really happy that it didn't, because he could have ruined the deal, but it didn't. So he's really still really excited. It just were I really want him to get another lead soon so he can be happy, even though he's not mad at me necessarily. But
For
yeah,
sure.
did I explain?
Yeah, it's great. And so and by the way, okay, so this is what happened, right? And I'll let Francesca fill in the pieces, but we got this person hooked using this Facebook strategy to get the interested business owner, right? The lead was coming in organically because this is a website that we built, I think it was like a year and a half ago. It was a referral in this particular niche because we weren't even thinking about this niche. Didn't work out with that guy. We just kind of had it been sitting there. So Francesca and I were discussing like what should we do? Like, should we have them come in and pitch? Should we do it over Zoom? I personally think that pitching over Zoom is the game. But we agreed like, hey, because we have a local office, which fun fact, we bought that office with money from digital real estate, so that's kind of cool. And Francesca manages all that as well. Great job, Francesca. But we decided like, hey, let's have them come in. And at the time, we didn't know it was them. We thought it was just one person. Like, let's have him come in, meet with you in person, and you can just kind of like get to like not get to know, but just let them see that you're a real person. We have an office. We're not just some fly by the night company. And then you guys can talk a little bit about business. Maybe you can share their numbers, right? Like how much the deals are worth. And then you can go back and do the pitch over Zoom. And I think that's what you did, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's almost kind of awkward to like do the whole close in person because
Sure.
you do have to share your screen. So I did pretty much everything that you would do on a screencast. I also sent them the screencast, but I kind of redid it in person and then yeah, then I did the
Yeah.
Zoom.
And on that note, what was I going to say? Yeah, with those type of deals, guys, you for anyone that's watching this going, well, I don't have an office. It's like, no, you don't need an office. You don't need to meet them in person, but you use what you have. Because we had an office, because it was a local person, and because like it just made sense. Like we're just trying to make them comfortable. We want them to trust us. And for a lot of these business owners, you know how they are. They're old school. So if you guys have the ability to meet these guys in person, you don't have to, but if you have the option, do it. I wouldn't do the actual pitch right there, but meet them, shake their hand, take them out to lunch, and do like a pre-sales call, kind of a conversation. Build that trust. It's going to make make closing the deal much easier. So anyway, Francesca closed that thing. I didn't touch it at all. At all. I just saw the signed contract come in, and I was like, oh, she got the deal. Good job. And of course, she's excited because she made a nice little commission on that deal. And there we go. So, anyway, that puts us at a whopping $1,100 per month. And we're week 10 of 52. Now, in fairness, we started at the beginning of February, but that's a really good deal to like give us the momentum because this last thing I want to talk about really quick. And also, not only did she close the deal, but you also got what else happened?
I hooked well really, really hooked with the lead one business owner and then I guess I hooked another one. I just haven't sent him any leads yet.
Well, for someone that doesn't know what hooked means, tell them.
Oh, yeah. So when you cold calling, so the very beginning of the sales process, you're cold calling businesses to see if they're interested, they're even interested in your leads. And then you hook them, meaning they agree to you sending them a couple of leads for free. That's what I mean by
Yeah.
hooking.
You put them on a trial, basically. So
Yeah.
Francesca, she landed a deal for 800 bucks a month. Then she got two additional business owners on trial with us. One's in the tree service niche, one's in the pool cleaning niche. Don't love pool cleaning, but we have a website that's getting leads, and we're like, let's turn it into money while we're getting scrappy. So anyway, I think this next week. We've got those two potentially that we're going to pitch. We'll probably for sure pitch the tree service one because you've already sent a lead, right? And then she also has another deal she's pitching, which was simply just somebody that reached out to me on Facebook, or was it Facebook? I think so, on Facebook, and said, "Hey, could you get me leads in XYZ niche?" And so yeah, and guys, that's the thing is when you're in business, in the same business for a long period of time, people like eventually start reaching out to like, "Hey, I know you're the lead guy." Like you start to get these random deals that you normally don't get when you're just starting out. So that's why it's so important to be just pick a business, if it's rank and rent, if it's something else, and be in it. Be the professional, be the person, the expert in that niche. So anyway, week 10 of 52, sitting at $1,100 per month out of 57.5 thousand. It sounds daunting, and I'm laughing because I know we're gonna hit it. It's just we gotta gonna have to correct some things. We have to go a little bit quicker. We're gonna have to smooth some things out. But these videos are actually great because they're holding us accountable, right? We don't want to show up next week with no deals, and we don't want to show up and be like, "Hey, we said we're gonna do 57.5, and it was an epic failure, and we hit 5,000 per month." Like we're not gonna do that. So that said, guys, that's our update. Anything I'm missing, Francesca?
No.
Okay, we will see you guys next week. I'm in Paris right now, and I'm gonna be going to Africa. So the next video we film, I'll be tuning in from Africa, and Francesca will be in at the home office. Thank you for keeping the fort locked down, and we will be giving you an update. But hopefully, the goal is, I think we should have we should close two deals, right? It's ours to lose. Like we're gonna pitch 2 to 3, and we should close two.
No pressure.
No pressure at all, Francesca. Anyway, thanks, guys.